Pawel, successful day, huh?
Oh yeah.
We got you into the 34s, goal 1 achieved, and we're packing up here, and you know, I just wanted to show everybody a little bike dance, even in a rocky surface. So, you know, take it back to the trailer. Well, it doesn't steer very well. This way, guys.
Oh.
There we go. All right. Let me grab the camera from you, bud. So, Pawel, our second day of training at Pacific Raceway. First time here training with you. What's going on?
Oh, everything is good. Yeah, we were making pretty fast lap times. Yeah, making progress, preparing to the September round, WMRRA round. Yeah.
That's right. You're preparing for September at Pacific. So
Yeah.
we trained at the Ridge. And what happened after the day of training? You know, you were around 55s at the Ridge and then 52s with me, and then the next day?
Yeah, like I think like next day, like I was improving every track day, so like next day I think I did like 51s, and then next track day I was like doing 51s consistent, and then there was a race weekend and I went to 49s
In the race.
in the race, and I still see a lot of room for improvement. But yeah, I need this trigger. Like I need this trigger to someone who should like show me some of this like race magic and like those like magical lines that I should
For sure.
take. Those lines where I can block some other racers, like all of this like race
Yeah.
stuff.
So at the Ridge, you learned a defensive line from me, and you applied that in the race you were mentioning as well.
Yeah. Peter, don't listen.
So yeah, and so you had a good race. Your competitors kind of asking you like, what happened, because you were going so much quicker than normal.
Yeah, I think it was well worth the riders training, like both at the Ridge and here at the Pacific. I even though like I won the sportsman race last weekend and scored like third in both or novice races, like here I learned a lot, like on the Pacific, like that I can probably apply back to the Ridge and PRR.
Yeah, I mean, like learning rider training techniques and advancing your own skills is going to apply at all tracks.
Yeah.
But specifically, we worked on this track as well, mostly in terms of getting you prepared for the next race weekend.
Yeah.
And the first time your hair conditions were a little mellow and cold, and you were doing like low 40 was your best. We started this morning, got right down to 37s, and throughout the whole day, we worked up to what? What happened?
34th, yeah. Like every session we're dropping 1 second up to 34, and I'm pretty sure that if we had like 2 more sessions, we could go to low 30s, like 33 or 32.
Yeah, I think we could keep going as well if we had the time.
Yeah.
And you know, just by sleeping on it, if we had tomorrow and you'd sleep on it, things would change as well. You know,
Yeah.
we'd keep advancing, and I saw a lot of cool, you know, advances in you in terms of, you know, you're coming in turn 9, really nice, having a blocking line. I couldn't pass you there. I did find a way around you onto the entrance to the bus stop, right? So there's always new things to learn. You're really quick into turn 2 now. What do you think about turn 2?
Yeah, I think I picked it up really quickly because after I did the Ridge training, since I applied the same technique as on turn 1 on the Ridge. So I in my head those are like really similar. That like braking deep in the corner from the high speed, dropping a couple of gears there, and yeah, I think like those two are like connected. Like I just need like someone who can like tell me, okay, like apply this technique here.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what do you think is going to happen now when you come here to Pacific in, what is it, in September?
September. Yeah, I hope I won't crash and I won't be last. Yeah, I'm not like there's no other track day between now and race weekend, so I'm not expecting that I will get like much quicker. But I think all of those like techniques will help me be a faster racer, like in a race.
Yeah, man, you were killing it today. I was having a lot of fun. We had some good pace out there. I even had to put on a new used tire, right?
Yeah, finally not on the race, on the street tire.
Yeah, but the bald tire too. I was rocking in this morning, right? So yeah, that was a blast, man. You were doing really well. You know, going from your 40 down to 34s, and very consistent, very safe. I don't think we had any mishaps out there whatsoever.
Yeah, I think this is the most important. Like everyone can push like really hard and like do the corner and crash and then like repeat it. I take a different approach. I want to like understand like more and do it in a safe way. I went to 49 and I didn't crash any time at the reach. Like I went from like probably like 2 minutes 5 seconds or 2 minutes 10 seconds when I was like my reach first time to 49s, and I didn't have any crash in between. The same here, like I went to 34, and I hope that I will go like to high 20s maybe next season, and also without crashing. So I think that's the most important thing for me.
Absolutely, you're doing it right. You're doing it the way you should. You're not just trying harder to go faster like we all do. Typically, it's like, hey, I want to go faster. I'm just going to try harder. No, you're doing it proper, getting the techniques down in a safe manner, controlled. And thanks for coming out, man. And I guess the next track you might need to learn is Portland.
Yeah. That's the last one.
So then you can do really well in your warmer novice season.
Yeah, and then we'll see.
All right. Well, so overall, just to give everybody an impression, you're happy with the training, and would you give it a recommendation?
Yeah, I think it's like if you think how much money you spent on the tires, on the crushed bikes, on like some stuff that you put on your bike, like you buy a new exhaust that probably you don't need it, and you spent like $2,000 or $3,000 with the retune and everything. And when you compare it to a training like that, the way that you can improve yourself, not on a bike, that you probably wreck it or like you will sell it and it will be gone. Like if you improve yourself, like it will stay with you. So I think this is I think this is like one of the best training I had, and I encourage everyone like to do a training like either one-on-one or some other. For me, this one works best. Like I did few others, but I think this one is like really condensed knowledge, and I think it's like really well suited for me, like for my skill level, for my needs, and it's for me worked better than some general one like California Superbikes or some other schools that
What you've done before, you said?
I've done before, yeah. So I think there it's like you have a template, and yeah, you just like follow the template. Here, Marcel worked with me whole day to work on the stuff that I needed. Like I knew some of the stuff, and we just skip it, like we bypass it. And I had to focus on some other things, and like we spent more time than I could have spent in some other school on that.
Well, perfect. Thank you for the recommendation, and I'm looking forward to hanging out again and going racing, bud.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you'll be in my class.
No, maybe not. Maybe Formula 2.
All right. Cheers, bud.
Yeah, cheers.